What's up, everyone out there? We are live here at the Blue Wall Podcast. Me, Jeremy Kitts. I'm here with my co-host, Marlena.
Yep.
Ready to rock it out. Our normal co-host, Deke, is out camping. Maybe tuning in. I don't know. I don't know how serious it is. It was actually some nice weather to do some camping. Last week I thought it'd be so cold.
Surprising, yeah.
I know. I thought it was going to be so cold. I had my volume down. Oh, yeah, you're probably wondering why I got my shades on. Well, in case you didn't know, I'm in Egypt. Sorry. Can I see that? I'm in Egypt, and it's bright as hell out here. Marlena here is joining us from outer space.
Yeah.
She's got the stars behind her. Something's up with all our background thing. We're still working on that to get that taken care of. So, what are you doing?
I was on my phone.
Oh, you're not going to do a podcast with us?
I'm doing a
And
podcast. I was reading about something I wanted to talk about.
Well,
But
what is it? Talk about it right now.
well, I'm trying to find it on here. I guess apparently that Russia declared war on Ukraine. I didn't know they actually declared war, but I was trying to get caught up because it was breaking news. Well, breaking news for me because I've been at work all day.
Mm-hmm.
But I did not know this. I wonder why they declared war.
It's something with who? Russia declared war on Ukraine?
Yeah.
Not sure.
I was trying to get. I thought you were gonna play an intro. I thought you were gonna play a song for us.
That was it.
Oh, I can't hear anything through the headphones.
You can't hear me.
No,
Then what was our whole check thing for? What did you do?
I thought I was
Jesus.
checking for you. You're the one that wanted me to check, so I checked.
Let me know. Can you hear?
Mm-mm. Nothing. I got nothing over here.
All right, hold on. I gotta go do a technical thing.
He's busy down there right now.
Gee, you missed the whole. You didn't even hear it. It was like over a minute long.
No, I heard nothing. You said you were turning off your microphone, so I just thought, oh, now I hear myself. I got it. Yeah, I'm good.
You good now?
I'm good.
Gosh. All right. Can you let our guest in so she'll be quiet? So what was the first? What were you looking at?
On my phone?
Yeah. What were you?
Ukraine. I was trying to read about Russia declaring war on the Ukraine because I've
Right.
been reading about the story about how Ukraine thinks they found the oldest pyramids, and it's in Crimea, Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have this whole conspiracy theory that I think that Russia's trying to, like, I don't know, that there's some sort of technology and Russia's all swooping in for the pyramids.
There's some kind of technology in these old pyramids.
Yeah, there's some secret.
Um.
It's probably a good secret too. You know, like time travel. The doctor was there, maybe.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, some other good secrets that the government doesn't want us to know about. JFK's probably there.
In those pyramids.
Yeah.
And it's where in the Ukraine?
It's in Crimea.
They just found it.
Yeah.
How do you
They announced
spell
they found
Crimea?
it. CRI. I believe MA. I'm not positive. I don't know if that's the proper pronunciation.
RIMEA. Crimea.
Mhm. Just look up ancient pyramids. Should come
Yeah,
up.
I put in oldest pyramid and it came up. Not that. It did
Oh.
not come up.
Whatever.
It was something else.
Whatever. Well, I didn't get to read it because you interrupted me reading the story about it, so I don't know that much about it. But
It's found in Crimea, Ukraine. Russia invades exact place.
Mm-hmm. Pyramid. Russia invades.
Oh, and there was a video on YouTube, and it has now been removed. It won't let me play it.
See?
Oh, wait, here we go. It is. Is it gonna? I don't know if it's gonna say, but. Jeez. Okay, we're not even watching that. Forget it.
Okay.
So what do you think is in it?
I don't know. Aliens? It's underground.
Be realistic. You really think there's gonna be aliens in there?
No, maybe prehistoric aliens though. Or well, they said it's the oldest, like it's prehistoric, like it was built around the time of the dinosaurs, which completely and totally changes like our whole theory of like how long man has been around and like how long like actual cultivation started, like because man was around then maybe. But if there was a pyramid, they really did build it. Someone had to build it. Maybe it wasn't built by men. Maybe it was built by aliens. Aliens being us.
Aliens being us.
Yeah. I mean, if they were aliens and they stayed, that'd make them us.
How old is it? How old do they think it is?
Prehistoric. Time of the dinosaurs.
And how much? That's a lot older than
Mm-hmm.
the other ones.
Yep. It's a big deal.
What? Yeah. What? Like, so they think there wasn't man back then, right?
Yeah.
Or what?
I said yes.
Like before dinosaurs, there wasn't man. They don't think.
Well, the dinosaurs were killed off, so remember they believed that maybe the Earth was hit by an asteroid and it killed away all the dinosaurs and a lot of like the bigger creatures like well, some sharks survived. I would say turtles, alligators, small lizards, and they believe that evolution started after that. Or our evolution, not evolution, because obviously there was evolution before it created the dinosaurs.
Right.
So if it's prehistoric, that's just like mind blowing if it's prehistoric and it's real and it supposedly has a huge head on it too. It's like a huge pyramid and it's supposed to have like a huge sphinx-like head on the pyramid.
Really?
Yeah, but I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. It could be a hoax. I mean, I'm not saying these aren't like the best quality videos, so I'm not saying it's fact, but it might be. It could be a total hoax, though.
Well, I don't know if we. Oh, I got to make sure that we're on here. I haven't even made sure of that.
Oh, Tesla could be in the pyramid. There you go.
Tesla?
Mm-hmm. Tesla coils, maybe. Wireless electricity. Could
So
be
they
in there.
think. That's just crazy though. That some okay. If the theory that they were, like power plants, like that's just gonna blow. That's gonna erase history as we know it.
It's not gonna erase it.
Well, I mean, it's just gonna blow it apart. Like it's gonna be crazy, in that fact.
Yeah. But if you think that they were power plants, and that pyramid is giving off energy, and like probably the Great Pyramids are probably still giving off energy, but we have no way of harnessing it. It's like subtle energy. Right,
but they need it. Is there still water running through them and stuff around them?
I don't know about this pyramid. I know there might be an aqueduct underneath the Great Pyramids. I don't know. I'm not a Egyptologist. I don't have any certifications. I just read a little bit, and then I read even more on the internet, and then I get on YouTube and I read a whole bunch of different crap that I know like 80% is shit, but I still like to be challenged. Like I like something to surprise me.
I can't figure out this crap. I'm trying to take
What? My face?
No, I got all these
sexier.
Want me to zoom in on you?
No.
I can't cut this one camera off or something out of the four. Bam. There you go. There we are.
that moves.
Yeah, nice.
But do you remember that picture I showed you? Or it was the U.S. ambassador, and then they were having a conference about Ukraine, I believe, and one of the 5 people was like the U.S. ambassador was there, ExxonMobil was there, and like a bunch of other weird random people that had absolutely no business in Ukraine. Like, why do they care? I understand that they probably have like investments, but ExxonMobil probably has an investment in every single country in the world. Or at least
So
80%.
do you think that pyramid has something to do with it? Does it go down in the ground?
It's underneath the ground.
It's buried.
It's buried below, yeah.
All right, it's showing.
What if there's ancient pyramids underneath us right now?
I mean, they're probably apparently they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be if they found this one that's prehistoric. I mean, that means there was a lot more shit going on than we thought there was. You know what I mean? Throughout history.
Are you gonna keep your sunglasses on the whole time?
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
I can't read any of your facial expressions. It's just
That was
straight
the
Tom
point.
Cruise.
It was bright.
Mhm.
Not really. And in Egypt it was. So they had isn't it? It's weird that all these different places. Hey, is that like the first set of pyramids that aren't in the same? Aren't they all kind of in line?
No.
No, they're just all around.
Yeah. They found a whole bunch of them in that place.
But isn't it weird? At that time, there's pyramids in South America or Mexico, Egypt, but there's no way they were communicating with each other.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's probably just the way our minds work. Like humans, there's only so many possibilities of different, building shapes that we can make. It's a little loud.
Well, you're not talking loud. You're not close enough to the mic or something.
Okay.
You have to turn it up.
Okay. Well, there's only so many, if you're going to build a house, or I'm not sure exactly what they were using those structures for, but there's only so many shapes you can use. I mean, you could go octagon, you could go circle, but then it would be like a dome. But a pyramid's just cool. I'm sure that's what they thought. I'm sure that's why ancient man built it, because they thought it was awesome.
Right.
I mean, you can build houses.
Because they thought it was awesome?
Yeah, there's no, I'm not going to build a regular house. My house is going to be straight like a diamond.
There weren't houses, though.
True. But if you're going to make, erect, most of the time, how would I explain it? Architecture, it's kind of it's art. And it's pretty and it's nice to look at. What's better than a diamond?
Right. I guess so. Do you see the comments? Okay, well, I
did not see that.
Sorry, dude. We just got on, and we just got shit going with this feed.
So he's never seen.
Yeah,
me
dude's
before?
been commenting here for a while. Okay, we'll go through it. Chubbs is camping. Actually, and then so got my girlfriend joining us. And yes, she has big boobs.
I forgot I had this shirt on.
So all right, so they have these.
You put landing pads for spacecraft.
I think.
Yeah. Watching Stargate. I used to watch that show.
Right, but the best theory I found, I think, is the power plants. They're getting energy from it somehow. No, but nobody knows how the hell they built them, but...
What if it was something really stupid, though? Aliens, they're more advanced than us, but they could build, massive things that would be really... Because we build stupid shit all the time. AT&T builds stupid shit. What if it's a way that you can, stellarly send porn, alien porn,
And then one day we're it was something.
It'd be such a
stupid like
slap
that.
in the face. Like one day we finally figure out why there's pyramids, and they're like, we find out they're sitting like little naked grays with no penis to each other. Like, bam, gray in the face.
Through the pyramids.
Yeah.
That's how they were transmitting it.
Maybe.
Yeah, and they used it like our Earth was actually just a satellite, and they put those things on Earth to go around.
Why did you put my boobs are supposed to be there?
Somewhere probably the way you sat, probably bent over and gave a shot.
Oh,
right
I
down
probably
the
did. I
gate.
didn't even think about it.
Yeah,
I've been wiggling around here.
yeah. So they're gonna dig this pyramid up.
Hopefully. We're at war. Russia's at war with them right now, so you're not going to find out anything.
Right.
Maybe it's What are you doing, buddy?
I'm listening to you.
Oh, okay.
I
Maybe
have
it's
to do all this shit while we're talking, so I'm listening, but yeah, I have to run all that, so that's what's going on. Yeah.
I was just thinking of other ideas, what it could be.
Yeah, I'm one here.
I mean, because if aliens they're more advanced than us, like, they have to do a whole bunch of dumb shit that we just think is retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Besides send porn to each other.
Right. Well,
Maybe it's a sport. Mm,
a sport.
mhm.
What they did? What
Yeah, with the
like,
pyramids.
they had it was like an Olympic Games.
No, not like an Olympic game. Like maybe like a science, like I don't know, some sort of sport, like with electricity. Maybe you
Maybe.
could call it a Tesla sport.
Chinese pyramids and metal pipes.
What about metal pipes? I don't remember any metal pipes.
Oh. Can you do it?
What?
Look it up.
I can look it up.
Yeah,
on
it'd be
my
fun,
phone.
right?
I don't think
Um,
there's any metal pipes.
Well, they had the chambers going up through it, but I hadn't heard of any Chinese pyramids.
There's a lot. There's pyramids everywhere.
Um,
If you heard of every pyramid they had, you'd be exhausted.
what?
You would be exhausted. You would be a little exhausted little bunny if you knew about every single pyramid that existed.
Oh, really? It would exhaust the hell out of me.
Oh yeah, there's huge Chinese pyramids. They're hidden. They look like mountains. They're kind of like the burial mounds that they have here.
The ones down in Brazil look like mountains, too. There's like trees growing all over them.
I don't see anything about metal pipes though. But I just Googled. Where's Chubbs at?
He's camping.
I know he's
in the
camping.
Shawnee
I thought
State
he was-
Forest.
I thought he was gonna try to call us.
China hid most of them and buried them.
Oh yeah, there is metal pipes in them. Alien plumbers.
Yeah,
It could be.
I mean, it does look like plumbing pipe. Well, I mean, you know how like they were using the water, so that could have just been the pipes for water to go through. But damn, they had metal pipes back then.
Apparently, or it's a huge hoax. Either way, it's still pretty awesome.
Oh
Did
yeah,
you-
it looks straight up just like a mountain.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
But there's
Googling
like looks
on
like
my phone.
small pipes too.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just thinking like that might be they're running water through them and it's creating that
You
energy.
put on there the Mayans originated in the upper U.S. Where? Ask him where.
Well, he heard you ask him. In the U.S.
You put Chubbs has big boobs that he's not supposed to.
Oh,
Chubbs is like a skinny. He's not really.
he's skinny fat,
Kinda, yeah.
skinny chubs.
Yeah,
Skinny Chubbs?
he's a small,
He's not-
big dude. Cause he's super tall.
Yeah,
I don't know if he has man boobs or not. I never really looked.
I don't think he has man boobs. He's actually not that. He's not that chubby, is he? We think it's funny though.
He just looks
Is he?
extra chubby when he's on the show.
He had it was his angle, his damn camera angle.
He looks really
Damn
white
it.
and vampire-ish.
Poor Deke. Poor Chubbs and fleeting hairline guy. So okay. Stop it! I'm being attacked here. Alright.
She doesn't like you. Come here.
Alright, open that door and let her out. She's biting me because she wants out, probably. Thank you.
No, she probably just wants your attention.
No. She doesn't need it. She needs to go out.
She's not gonna go.
I don't
out.
need her in here biting my toes. Alright. Okay, these pipes look like tree roots. Oh shit.
Kinda, yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see that. The other ones look straight and stuff, but what the... All right,
Did you build
so
pipes in your pyramids?
I don't know. I don't know what they use it for. What do you... What did you know there were pyramids in China? No, you didn't. You just said you didn't.
I did not say I did. I said there was pyramids everywhere. I've read about pyramids in all sorts of
Um,
places. India. Have you been
I
here
didn't
to
realize that
Serpent
either.
Mound?
Yeah.
Did you go? Did you know that there's another site and it's up for auction right now? It's up there by the school on the hill. Did you read that? It was in yesterday's paper.
Where at?
By the school.
What school?
I'm not really that sure. I'm not from here, so. You
By
know,
over
the
by
hill,
Serpent
that
Mound?
way. No, not by
Around
Serpent
here?
Mound. Yes, it's farmland.
They found a mound.
No, they didn't find it. It's been there. It's been there for years.
What do you think those things are? Because those are things that you can really only appreciate from the sky, or they have a big tower that you get up in to see, right? Like,
I was kind of listening.
okay, about seeing
think-
it from the sky.
No, not Serpent Mound. No, I think the one that they have here, like right outside the prison, I think that was more like a village. But Serpent Mound's kind of creepy because they found that big giant alien like skeleton. They're not saying it's alien, but super huge skeleton right there. He's right. It is the best way to move water.
Probably so. It looked like a tree, is what was crazy, yeah. And I guess they just took from what they saw in nature. Like, oh,
That would
this,
be the most
I mean,
efficient
this
way.
tree's taking water. And but there's a lot of fucking pipes in there. Jeez. Are they the only ones that used pipes, I wonder?
Maybe.
In that one? That's weird. It's just kind of like they put, like, all of them have a little bit different style.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, obviously they're different cultures and stuff, but who gave, like, it's just weird that it's all over the place. And you wouldn't think that they're crossing seas back then.
You don't have to cross seas though, like to build huts. Huts are all over the world. I mean,
I didn't say you had to cross seas to even build a pyramid. I'm just saying that how did two different cultures, completely different, do the similar things that are so similar?
but people build huts. Different
Yeah,
cultures.
it's a home.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a way of living like that. Right.
People do a lot
Yeah,
of
but
things
it's
to it.
awful, like...
Okay, what about arrows?
Were the ones the I see what you mean. But did the ones in South America do they have like water that run through them? Are they kind of the same way with the chambers? Or they think they create energy?
I do not know the answer to that question. I don't know why you always get in depth and act like I'm an expert about it.
Well, you always seem to know everything. You're gonna have to, come on, put her out of here.
Okay.
She's breathing in the mic and chewing shit up.
That wasn't me breathing in the mic.
No, it wasn't. And she's
He
chewing
says
on
that
the mic.
is this your friend that called
I don't
Chubbs?
know who this is.
No?
Yeah, just our.
Well, he said that
our
it's a pyramid.
viewer.
A pyramid is the best way to fight erosion from wind and water.
Oh yeah, but he called Deke Chubbs. This guy.
Oh, this is the same
Oh,
dude that called him
yeah.
Chubbs before? Well, Chubbs zombie.
Yeah, well, they don't build anything nowadays to last over 50 years, really, as far as that goes. But,
Doesn't that kind of make you want to build something that will last like through time
yeah, I don't know
for
why they
decades
don't.
upon decades?
I don't know why they don't. They just want to like keep making new shit, tear it down and rebuild, and
Like Stonehenge.
new, stay modern.
In
What?
Oregon, they have an American Stonehenge, and it's an exact replica of Stonehenge. It's pretty awesome.
That they made,
Mhm.
like scale size.
Mhm.
Wow, you seen it?
Mhm. I used to go there when I was a teenager.
So yeah, those have a mystery too, and then you have like all that shit out at Easter Island.
What's mysterious about
the-
Easter Island?
Those big faces, those heads,
True.
those giant.
It could have just been part of their
Stones.
culture, though.
Yeah, but there's a lot of like they're huge.
What if it
and
was just like
what
one
it took
person?
to move them and shit?
What if
you
it
know,
was one person, and it was like the king, and he just wanted a whole bunch of his faces everywhere, like Kim Jong Il gone mad, ancient times. I should make a show called that.
What's good? Yeah, that guy. He's,
He says we don't because we make work projects to keep the economy going,
yeah.
to keep the facade of money going in America.
So maybe Russia's just pissed because they don't have any pyramids.
You don't know that Russia doesn't have pyramids.
I don't know. I'm just saying maybe. That's why I said maybe.
I would say they probably do have pyramids. I don't know. Ancient people, though, seem to like warm weather, and Russia just kind of seems like a bitter, cold hell. A bunch of
Ukraine's
crazy.
not up right by Russia.
It is, kind of. I think it's kind of in between.
Oh wait, first you just told me they're everywhere, and now they're only in the warm places.
You had a point there when you. I don't think I've ever heard of a pyramid in Alaska, Antarctica, but who knows? Like if it was
Canada.
prehistoric, like Antarctica would be in a different spot. So there could be.
Yeah. Well, isn't there there's something in America that they found, wasn't there? Did they find something?
Oh, there's one. There's a huge one. I believe it's outside of St. Louis. There's like a huge ancient Indian city.
Does it have pyramids?
I would say it has giant mounds. It's not that far. It's like a 6-hour drive from here. I googled it.
Missouri?
I'm not positive.
Oh, Missouri is like 8 hours, or St. Louis is.
I'm not sure. What's that?
Huh?
That noise?
What noise?
Was that your iPad?
I heard no noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's some kind of pyramid in the United States. I'm showing it to you.
These headphones make my hair look
I'm showing
terrible.
it to you.
Is that in Mexico?
United States.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Apparently this is in the United States. I'm about to find out where. Maybe it's just a... Now, okay, wait. I did not confirm this, everybody, so... I just looked. I put Google in and it came up a picture.
Said there's Arctic pyramids. Really?
Man, how did we get on talking about pyramids anyways? Like, see?
I was on the show.
Yeah, we didn't even know what we were going to talk about, but...
There's a pyramid in Russia. There you go.
All right. See, that's what we need him for. He can, like, I can't do this shit. I can't talk and have a conversation very well and try to run all the technical shit.
Well, I
and
can't
Google stuff.
Try to fix my hair.
I told you it's headband day. Oh, these headphones, they make my hair look
They
awful.
make my hair look funny. My hair looked really nice today, and nobody can tell because of the
Here,
stupid webcam.
we'll send you back to outer space. Are you watching yourself?
No, I was reading the comments. What's? Did you bring a subject tonight, Bunny?
Oh yeah, I did actually. These I'm gonna find it right here. Excuse me. These kayakers found an old ghost ship. Oh,
Are
shit.
there really ghosts on it?
I guess that's just a term.
If there is, I'm not going.
It's a term for the ship, I guess. It's not a haunted ship. I guess it means, I don't know. It doesn't mean there's ghosts on the ship. Hold on, I'm gonna get the story here. What?
Maybe I might be a guest on your show.
It was a 110-year-old ghost ship in the Ohio River.
How could you lose a ship in the Ohio River?
Okay, you ready?
Hmm Ready for my mind to be blown? Yeah.
All right, it's all right. These kayakers came across an abandoned 110-year-old ghost ship in a tributary just off the Ohio River. The photos are cool, but what's more incredible is the history of this ship and the things it has seen before its current resting place. Scroll down and see for yourself. So it's got like pictures of them like creeping up on it and going around. It's like back in there, but all right. Little did they know the ship has quite an unusual past. Many years ago, it was used as a sightseeing vessel in New York City. It was also repurposed to fight in both world wars. Thomas Edison once used the ship for scientific experiments in communications technology.
Thomas Edison didn't experiment on anything.
Thomas Edison used the ship once for scientific experiments in communications technology.
I'll just argue with you about that fact.
Okay, well, hold on. It even had a cameo in Madonna's Papa Don't Preach music video. Yes, that's the same boat. She was out on the pier. There's a boat tied up. Papa Don't
I don't
Preach.
remember the Madonna video, but it's good that you do.
I don't either. I just saw a picture of it. In the late 1980s, the ship was taken out of commission and transported to a tributary near land that belonged to the ship's owner. It has rested there ever since. There's a rope tying it in there. It's just sitting there rotting away. Did all that and like they just parked it in there and this dude owns it and he's just letting it rot away.
Probably.
But so it wasn't like they discovered something nobody knew.
What do you do with old boats, anyways?
I don't know. I would think you could make it into
Is there a
a
boat,
museum.
like,
It did a lot of.
Cemetery, maybe?
That's it right there. Put them where you want.
To the 20-minute workout headband, yeah. I wear the headband a lot around the house.
Yes.
Or when I'm getting drunk. He wants to know about Chubbs' Bitcoin exchange. I'm not really interested in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, whatever. See, exactly. I don't know his name.
I'm the one more interested in the Bitcoin.
I'm ready to take a nap as soon as you bring it up.
Yeah. Whatever. One day you're gonna have to be using a cryptocurrency, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, I should have cashed in earlier.
Gosh, dang it.
Should have got my coins earlier when they were cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Not, now they're
Maybe.
worth more."
I also should have bought stock in like Mac
Well,
when I was like 5.
that's also the way I'm looking at it
So.
too. It's kind of like stock, possibly. I don't know. So, if Russia invades Ukraine, we're going to war.
Why?
That's what I thought they were saying. Like, they're not, nobody,
It's one thing when we go to war
Look-
with like little Middle Eastern countries. It's completely different if we go to war with Russia. That would be stupid. Russia has as many nukes as we do. A military force, which is probably way more strict than our military. The Russians are serious. That would be a serious war. Like, not like a good war. That would be like a shitty times war. That would be retarded. We need to butt out of Russia's business because they butted out at ours. Like when we went to Iraq, they stayed the hell out of it, pretty
what?
much.
They're friends with Iraq?
I don't know. I do not know who Russia's friends are.
Isn't Ukraine like our allies?
No, I believe. Well, Russia
They're
has
not in the
like
UN.
I don't know.
I thought they were part of the UN, and that's
Russia
why.
has its own beef with Ukraine, and it's kind of none of our business. Like if we had beef with Mexico, I would expect Russia to stay the fuck out of it, unless they're allied with
Well,
Mexico.
I thought we were allied with Ukraine, and that's the whole deal.
Well, they have military bases there. So they have like a long history with Ukraine. I guess the war might be over. It probably could cripple our economy. Yeah.
Go to war with Russia right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
That'd be the most efficient way to take us down too, because we have all these nukes and shit. But you could just. It has taken over, of course. I'm sure it wasn't much of a like if Russia invades Ukraine, like Ukraine's really gonna put up a huge fight. Ukraine's gonna become Russia's little bottom. Obama is all talk, no action.
Yeah, well,
Probably.
here's what I say.
But
If
we're already kind of in debt from a couple
if-
other wars.
yeah, we're not in good shape. But
It's
if
not like we're doing a
Obama
super
and
good
what's
job
that
with
dude's
them.
what's the dude's name's Putin
Yeah,
Pu-
something.
Putin
Putin.
something. If they got in a fist fight, that dude would kick
He
Obama's
would
ass.
crush him.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I
You've
don't.
seen him? He's like ripped. He's kind of sexy too. Like
Okay, did you hear about the story where they were working out in this hotel? They were staying at the same hotel or something, and apparently they couldn't share the gym, and so Obama's in the gym. They couldn't have the same time, and then they're like, one of you do one thing. Well, just keep your space. I mean, they're not. They don't hate each other, I guess, but they weren't allowed to have the same gym time. So while Obama's in the gym, like on a treadmill or whatever, I don't know.
probably doing a lot of
goes,
cardio.
Putin goes out into the lake, out in the
Yeah, you
Putang.
just call him Putang all night.
He goes out into the lake and swims in the lake outside in the cold water outside the
Russian.
hotel, and where
Yeah.
like Obama can see him.
He's Russian.
Yeah, well, he's badass if he's gonna fight Obama. If I had to put money on it.
Did you see his wife?
No.
Banging.
Oh, he's probably. Well, are they a communist country still? I didn't think they were, but I don't even know.
Are we a communist country?
Russia?
I
We're
asked.
not.
U.S. We're a
No.
democracy.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
Or there might be an illusion.
there might be. Yeah,
of
there might be
democracy.
a discrepancy somewhere in there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's what I believe. Just like we were talking about the Federal Reserve controlling the people.
Mhm.
That's why I'm going with Bitcoin.
Keep going.
I'm with JFK, man. He would have been on it. We're like, man, this Federal Reserve shit's destroying us. Let's do some Bitcoins.
He put on there that U.S. lost its #1 superpower. Yeah, well, you can't exhaust yourself. Like, we're over here fighting wars that we don't need to be fighting. For what? For companies. For corporations. They're making billions off of it. Are we making anything? No, we're just throwing our economy in the shitter.
Oh, yeah.
If China calls its debt up, most likely we'll most likely go to war with China versus going to war with Russia.
Yeah.
I'm sure Russia would probably have beef with us. They don't want us in their backyard. Would you
No.
want us in your backyard? I wouldn't want us in our backyard.
We're in everybody's backyard. It seems like. Really.
No, we're not in
Yeah.
Russia's. We haven't been in
Well,
China's.
we're right
China
over there
won't
pretty
let us go
close.
anywhere near North Korea. And that's because
We're-
that's their backyard.
We're not in South Korea.
True, we are in South Korea.
Been there for a
You have
long
little
time.
point. I know.
That's pretty
That
close
was
to
like
Russia.
before Vietnam.
Yeah.
My
probably.
uncle fought in that war. That's the only reason why I know.
I think I had an uncle that did too. In Vietnam.
You, is there anything else you want to talk about tonight, Bunny? Like maybe that happened in the last week?
Oh, my birthday
Mm-hmm.
and how drunk I got this weekend. I haven't been drunk in a long time, man. People forcing me to take shots. I'm
How's that
still
go?
recovering. That's why I needed my sunglasses
That's why
on.
I'm still like I want to sleep right now.
Yeah, it was a rough weekend. Like, I've been partying since Thursday.
The Germans did burn a lot of cash. And they blamed everything on the Jews. They should have blamed it all on the banks.
It was worth less than wood. Wow. It's probably always been worth less than wood.
Yeah.
Really?
You like my hair?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you.
It's great. Fantastic. Oh, we got a guest again.
He's come and drink with me and Chubbs. I'm gonna do my own separate show with my friend, and we're gonna have lots of drinks on that show.
Yeah, well, they're talking a lot of shit is about what they're doing.
But we're not allowed to be together on this show at the same time.
No. Can you let her in, please? Am I gonna have to move my seat back over there?
No,
So I can
you don't
control
want two
everything?
girls in the studio.
Not
at the
you
same
two.
time.
No, not you two. You guys they're ridiculous. If you only knew.
They probably were burning to keep warm. That's gonna be us if we go to war with fucking Russia. We're gonna end up looking like Nazi Germany. He calls you KK?
What else did you have?
KK, little JK.
What was your other topic?
I really didn't have another topic. No, I was just writing recipes for lemon cheesecake down.
Oh, you're gonna make a lemon cheesecake.
I want to. I was just looking at recipes.
All right. Well, are we just gonna?
I could be your new co-host if you want.
I bet no. Tell me no. Every time I try to get you to do it, you won't though.
It's always nap time when you want to do it.
No, it's every Sunday at 8:30.
Every Sunday, you know what
Or
time.
any other time I've tried. Try to make our own show.
Sunday's a hard day for me, baby. I get up early. I've been drinking Saturday night. Usually I go to work. I come home tired.
Well, so you have to go drinking every Saturday night?
Not every Saturday night, but we all know I went drinking last night.
And it's at 8:30 Sunday evening. It's not even in the morning. That shouldn't have anything to do with the night before.
He has a topic for you. He likes to eat a lot of food.
Oh, annoys you that I eat a lot of food?
No, it doesn't.
Oh. Yeah, you think
trying to
so?
think
You
of
think if
something that
Russia
you do.
invaded us, that we would be screwed? That we couldn't defend them?
We might be able to defend ourselves, but
I-
Russia's not going to lay down.
What
for us.
worries me is like when we get just spread out all over the world with everybody.
Well,
You know
yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
how most people, like most empires fall, because usually they have a big military, like the Roman Empire. They exhausted their military, and that's why they were killed by the Vandals, I believe. Alexander the Great. The Spanish Empire, like when Spain came over to the Americas, they had all sorts of riches, but they just kept expanding, and their people were starving, so they pretty much went bankrupt. He doesn't leave his socks on the couch. What do you do a lot? I'm trying to think of something you do that irritates me. When you asked me to do the podcast about 2 minutes into my nap. Yeah, it's not half as strong as it used to be. It would be, that would be a lot more successful way of destroying the U.S. economy. Like, you don't have to go to war to destroy a country. And Russia's got so much. But we trade with Russia, too. So
China could fuck us just as easy.
Yeah, but we could also fuck China. If you think about it, their economy is built on us buying all their shit. We go bankrupt, then who's going to buy their stuff? They can sell it to themselves, yes, but...
Right. What I don't get is just why can't we just make our own stuff and sell it to our own people instead of make stuff to sell to China and then buy China's stuff to sell to our people?
I don't know. Make American made. It's really hard to do that these days. Have an all American made. What?
We have factories in America that do all kinds of stuff. I mean,
the ocean, yeah.
Do
The
we
ocean
really
did
need
give
to
us false
depend
security.
on China?
Every time I think about us going to war, though, I always have images of watching Red Dawn. Imagine myself like in a random attic with like a sniper rifle.
If Russia invades us, that's what it's gonna be like.
Shooting Russians like crazy.
Yeah. Totally.
And then all of a sudden we'll become the insurgents.
Right.
Uh-oh, she's been going crazy over Al.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not good.
Remind me to put on a different shirt next podcast and stop doing this.
Yeah.
It's not going to cover him. That's
You
ridiculous
should
for me
zip
to
up
think.
you should show your hoodie.
It's just going to look like they're busting out.
Yeah, we can't read it.
My sweet hoodie I got today when I came home from work.
Oh,
Can you
it
read it?
is roomier than it looks.
It is.
I
There's
didn't
so
think it
much
would fit
room.
those tits in there.
Obamacare did kill. No, I don't think it killed the economy, but Obamacare is hella stupid. They were just trying to package up Obamacare like it was something it's not. Like, you're all going to get medical, and it's going to be awesome, and you're going to go to the doctor.
I thought it was going to be like Canada or Europe. Like,
no.
Yeah, I didn't know we were
No.
going to be forced to pay for it.
No, they're just fucking all of us.
Do you know they just made it illegal to live completely off the grid in Florida?
Really?
Yeah, isn't that messed up?
That's totally stupid. Yeah, you have to buy
You can't
shit.
have solar power and windmills and stuff like that. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why. Why do you think that? Why?
I want to have solar power in our house.
I want it.
There's no reason
I
for
want
us
to live
not
off the
to.
grid. I don't want to be on their stupid grid.
He says they pay for it in Canada.
I don't. They don't in Europe, do they? Somewhere, I thought. I don't know. But the way I understood, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, we're getting health care, sweet.
You thought it
But-
was going to be free.
But what is cool about it is it forces. Doesn't it force companies to compete now and give you better
I'm sure
prices
companies
and stuff?
pretty much have a pretty good idea on how to rip us off. I'm sure that's pretty much all their time is spent
Well, the thing is like
thinking of
the
ideas.
Obamacare is just helping. It's giving you discounts on that. Some people, I would get a discount if I got Obamacare.
I might have to get Obamacare.
I mean,
I might have to
get
stop
like you get
avoiding
a
the
tax
doctor like the
credit
plague.
basically. You get a tax credit and it comes off of your premium, and so you just only pay like a bit of what the premium will be, according to how much you make. and how much tax credit you have. The more, if you make too much money, then you're not going to get a tax credit. You'll probably have to pay full price, which is pretty expensive if you don't go to the doctor very much.
It seems like a win-win situation for corporations, not for the American people. Why isn't anyone addressing the fact that, like, it costs $5,000 if you fall and you think you might have sprained your ankle, but you really didn't? You went to the hospital, you sat in that waiting room for like 5 hours, and they were like, here's some ice, wrap it up, take some ibuprofen.
Right.
$5,000 later.
We're like,
I've probably sprained my ankle 6 times in the last 3 years. Ask me how many times I went to the doctor about it. I think I broke my ankle,
hey,
actually.
you gotta let her out.
She's right here.
Well, whatever she's doing, you can't let her bark. That's freaking loud, alright?
Says that Canada is more like a British system. The U.S. seems more like people want to spend their money too. They're like, oh, I need that. It's new. I need that. I need everything.
Wow.
What?
Okay, this Florida woman was living off the grid, and they plugged her sewer until she.
What?
Well, whatever is going on,
She's
whatever you're
a
doing.
baby.
Well, then she can't be in here if you're gonna have her barking, okay? I'm trying to play. There was a video.
Why did they plug in her sewer system?
They plugged it so
She
she
can't
couldn't.
just dig a hole in her backyard and poop in there?
If
Like
she's off
everyone
the
else?
grid.
Maybe she built her own pipes and just her poop just flows right into her own septic system.
Right. Here we're gonna hear
Yeah,
it.
pharmaceuticals and oil. That's the two, like, that's what you should.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Jeez.
I bet that fucking freaked everybody.
Among other things. One woman who turned to off-the-grid living to eliminate her dependence on the city and
Does that
reduce her
sound like the type of
expenses
music
has
they listen
received
to
a
in
partial
Canada?
court victory in maintaining her lifestyle. The court ruled that Robin Spironis of Cape Coral, Florida, has to start using the city's approved water supply within the next month or face the consequences. They found her not guilty on the other 2 charges of not having acceptable electrical or sewer systems. The city had served her with a notice to vacate 1 day after Fox 4 News aired a special report on her lifestyle. For more than 1 year, Spironis has used solar panels to power her home and purified rainwater as her water supply source. Her attorney, Todd Allen, who took on her case free of charge, said of the 2-hour hearing, "I'm impressed with the way the magistrate delved into the issues. I'm disappointed at the stops the city pulled to get some sort of conviction today." While
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get it up here so you can
it's unknown whether Spironis will appeal or start a new lawsuit, it's clear she won't be complying with the court order. According to Spironis, "I don't have to justify my life. They have to."
That's it. Oh, that was it. Did he even say anything about him plugging her sewer on that? I didn't hear him say anything about it, but it says.
I missed it.
Maybe I gotta read the thing. Can they do that? Can they?
Yeah,
They
the
can
government
force
can
you.
do almost
I
anything they
know
want.
it sucks. It's
I mean,
ridiculous.
can they do that? Can they kill Kennedy? Did they?
Yeah. Did Woody Harrelson's dad have something to do with it?
You ever read any type of conspiracy theory about the Bay of Pigs?
No.
It's an awesome read. I don't really know how much is true and how much isn't true, but it's really descriptive and it kind of blows your mind, and they put actual real facts in there, so. I read a lot of conspiracy theories. I don't believe all of them, but I do think they're interesting.
All right. So. Yeah. So like Kennedy was trying to. He wanted to do away with the Federal Reserve, and somebody didn't like that.
J. Edgar Hoover
I mean, it was
was all
probably
over Kennedy's ass. And apparently Kennedy was having sex with a lot of ladies. Like, he had a really bad back, too, which is weird. But he obviously his penis still worked very well.
was probably just getting a bunch of pain pills and going to town. So like,
Wouldn't pain pills do the opposite?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I just feel like I think his back wouldn't hurt is what I was thinking. He
Oh, he said his show's gonna be up in 2 weeks. We will watch that.
oh yeah.
The Secret Society tapes. I will. I will listen to that.
Yeah, well, I watched JFK. Did you ever watch JFK, the movie?
I think
The
so.
Steven Spielberg movie with Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long ass movie. I watched it at the theater, and oh my god, it was like you had a bathroom break halfway through. So long, it was like 3 hours, but it was like watching freaking Lord of the Rings or something. But it was pretty good.
I'll rewatch that then, because I like Lord of the Rings.
It was pretty good though, but like, so he's trying to do away with Federal Reserve. He's doing all this, trying to do better for the government, but then all the gangster people didn't want that. All the
Are you sure it was gangsters? It was probably the CIA
I mean, there's
and the
yeah,
FBI
they're
working
crooked.
together.
CIA as a gangster.
Well, the
right?
weird thing is, like, right after JFK died, then Nixon. Was it Nixon after him?
He was the vice president, right? And
yeah.
then,
So he became, and then he got impeached because he was covering up something. Something was going down
he
in
did
those
get
missing
impeached.
Watergate files. The whole Watergate investigation. That's kind of like a coincidence, and nobody really brings it up. But he's impeached for like some tape. There's missing like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
What was it? Aliens or who killed Kennedy? Most likely. I'd like to go for aliens though.
Yeah.
Maybe the aliens knew who killed Kennedy.
Maybe they did. Jeez.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A link? Give us a link. I didn't realize that was somebody. I missed AC7 or whatever.
Mhm.
Is he the one that's doing the show? His show?
Mhm.
Whose show? No. Okay, wait.
What?
Nothing. I was just laughing at the comments.
The U.S. media is a soft word. No, it's just propaganda. Every time I watch any news, I always feel like I'm watching a commercial.
It is.
And then
That's-
every time I watch a commercial, I feel like, what are they trying to hide from me?
It's all paid programming. Like they pay to put whatever story they want to put on there. And it's not real.
I
They
was telling
make it
my
up.
friend the other day that when I was a little kid, my dad would always tell me never to believe anything the government told me. He's like, they don't have your best interest. I was like 4 or 5, and I've always had that mindset ever since then, for some reason.
Yeah, CNN is paid programming. Like it could be fake.
Well, they have corporate sponsors, and it's owned by like, what? I believe they're owned all by the same company, corporation.
Are they? I don't
Most of
know.
them.
I'm not sure.
Don't you get on Facebook ever?
Uh-uh.
They always have those posts about the news.
Oh, by the way, this is my recovery drink from my homemade. Yeah, it might not be the best tasting, but it's all natural ingredients, and it's gonna rehydrate me and make me feel good.
You've been drinking it all day.
Yeah, I feel great.
You feel awesome?
Yeah, I feel
You
pretty
look
good.
green.
Good.
I don't feel great. I feel terrible.
Feel all right.
I had a rough night last night.
Well, me too. It was a rough night. So they said, like, wasn't it originally like they said one bullet? It was one shot.
Well, they did a really shitty job covering it up.
And then it was 3 shots or something. And then,
I bet you today, if they tried to get away with that, they could most likely do it. People would just automatically believe it. They'd be like, oh, it was on the news. I read it in the newspaper. It must be true. Obviously, no. It's one bullet. Don't be a dummy.
right? You think news is more controlled now than it was then? Like they were more, it was more real then? Or do you think it was covered up a lot? Probably always has been kind of like people getting paid off to say a certain thing. You
Yeah.
know? Really it has.
Well, would you really risk? Would you go out if you had your own news show and risk your neck, or possibly your show, by printing something that really doesn't pertain to you?
Right.
I mean,
Probably not.
there could be like a secret conspiracy about animal shelters that I could like expose, but do I really care? No.
That's what the pyramids were. They were just dog houses.
They're like cats.
Oh yeah, they were
Ancient Egypt.
little like cat. Yeah, little cat places.
You ever read any Anne Rice books?
Cat house? No.
No.
I don't. No.
No, the Vampire Lestat, like Interview with the Vampire.
No.
They
I
have.
don't
She has a
read.
whole series, and a couple of the books she really goes into it about the pyramids and like the ancient Egypts and vampires. That could be a good. Like vampires, they're good. Vampires could exist. Why not?
I don't know. Why not?
You could be a Deke. Could be a vampire. Like
Deke
I
could
would
be.
put money on Deke being a vampire.
He could be a vampire.
There are people willing to think for themselves, but a lot of people really don't care. The government created us like we're pretty much slaves, and you become so exhausted with your own life and your own existence that you don't really think about like what is the government doing? Do I really care? Like if I knew everything that the government did, like it would just be exhausting. It'd be way too much to take in.
It would be.
Like if you knew all about all the people that the government murdered in South
So
America.
remember how like they're supposed to be after 50 years they have to release all secret files and shit?
No.
Well, they changed the law whenever it was about time for Kennedy's 50 years, like after he died.
You mean make what is it? They have a word for
It
it.
becomes public or
Mhm.
something, right?
Yeah, top secret files or something.
Yeah, it becomes
I wa-
public
why
record.
don't we know any like scandalous things about like George Washington?
Because, well, think
He was
about
a
it back
wealthy
then.
man back in the day, and he had a lot of power.
Yeah, but
There
like,
has to be some scandal.
it's so hard to get away with something nowadays with the technology out there, and it's like instantly something happens and we know, like, oh, Russia's going to invade Ukraine. We know like that.
Well, that was propaganda. There's a reason why the U.S. wants us to get like emotionally involved about the war. I don't know why. I'm trying to refuse to get emotionally involved unless there's pyramids with
Well,
ancient secrets in it.
Can
Every
you open
time
the door?
You want me
She's
to let
barking.
her in?
Well,
That's what you do.
You should put her in
That
the
is
kennel.
what you do. That annoys me at the house. You make me let her in, and you
Well,
have me put her out. And then
okay,
you have me put
here's
her
the
in.
thing. You're going to let her in. Like, she'll be fine. She goes over to the door to go out, open it, she'll go out, and it'll be fine. Otherwise, she's going to stand here and start getting all crazy.
This is it. This is the moment. This
Yeah.
is what he does. This is what he. Yeah.
See, you're making. Anyway, nobody wants to hear the dog screeching in the mic. It sucks.
You don't know that. People out on the
Oh
internet
yeah,
may
I
want
want
to listen to
I
the
want to
puppy.
hear a dog barking. Whatever.
See, look, they want to see her. She just won't leave me alone.
Nobody wants to see her.
I know she's ugly, ugly
Yeah,
little
she's
mutt.
so
Look at her little
ugly.
mutt self.
She's so ugly. Right. I was gonna. Have you hold it up there and do something?
Do what?
I
You're
have
gonna put
this,
us in space?
No.
Could you put a cape on her?
No.
Why does it seem so dimly lit? Is it because you guys look like vampires with the lights on?
No, it doesn't need to be all bright though.
True. It just seems a little
It's
bit.
comfortable, right? Like when it's real bright, it's not.
Yeah, but
it's hard to
a little
relax.
bit, like the mood in here. It's kind of romantic.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
I got a fire over
Do you
there.
have a fire? It's dimly lit.
It's really romantic. Got little lights everywhere.
There's that soothing sound of like your whole setup, like humming.
Yeah, there's the fans going.
Finish him!
Solar flares and power grids. Actually, I kind of have like a theory about solar. Well, actually, I have a theory about the pyramids and solar flares and the
Alright.
power grid.
Oh, all
I
together.
told you my theory about the
The
pyramids. About
magnetic
how,
field.
yes, about how they create our magnetic field. Like, what if the core of the Earth isn't iron and it doesn't put off a magnetic field? Like, it could. True, maybe. But what if it stopped?
What if it's
working?
the pyramids that are actually making our atmosphere?
Yeah, not our atmosphere.
The magnetic field that
yes.
makes the atmosphere?
Yes, because Mars, they think Mars used to have a magnetic field, but something happened to it. Like, what if the Martians learned their lesson and came over here and built the pyramids?
Well, then why don't they just do it back on Mars again?
I don't know. Maybe Mars is, it's too little. Maybe they got too big for Mars.
We're bigger than Mars? Or
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Mars is smaller than us.
I didn't know
That's
that.
true.
How much? Not,
Trust me.
Not much.
I don't know how much.
Is this one of those?
No, it's you always do this. Like, I know certain things, but you seem to think it makes me an expert. Like, I can tell you the basis to string theory, and you ask me all complicated physics questions, and I'm like, I don't have a PhD in physics. I don't know the answer to that question.
Well,
You just get really in depth.
don't talk about shit you don't know then.
Spelling lessons. I have autocorrect. I haven't spelled a word in like 2 years.
Yeah, I hate when I start typing on my laptop now, and it's just like, oh, I didn't automatically correct. You got to go back and hit backspace. Sometimes I'm so used to doing it with a phone.
Apparently, he watches a lot of the same shows that I do on Netflix. What if the government? Have you read?
Oh,
did
yeah,
you remember watching that special about?
Chemtrails.
Yeah, about chemtrails and about the sonic weapon or.
The HARP.
Yep. You're
Yeah.
totally right. About them controlling the weather.
HARP is the company though, right, or something like that. Or-
HARP, maybe, I don't know what it is.
But it's putting off those sounds that,
Yeah, that are
affects the
affecting-
weather, along with the chemtrails. So what do you think? Do you think the chemtrails are real?
I think if the government can do it, they would probably do it. They really don't give a fuck
What's
about
odd
us.
is
I think the government doesn't have any problem with possibly poisoning a portion of the U.S. I'm sure they think that there is plenty of us to go around.
I think they said they did admit to dropping aluminum back in the 60s or something.
yeah,
on
well, they
people.
did it in Vietnam, I believe.
Agent Orange.
No, not Agent Orange. They did something that made a monsoon.
Asian, did I say Asian?
You said Asian, yeah.
Yeah, Asian.
Agent.
Asian Orange. It's Asian Orange there, baby. That's how we say it around here. You know.
Yeah, I bet you anything. Russia's got those weapons too. HARP. Russia probably has it too. Russia's probably been fucking with us for like the last year. That's why it was so damn cold for like the last 2 months.
Would it
I
make
didn't go
him-
outside. Stupid Russians. They're trying to turn America into Russia. That's it. I know what they want now.
So like all the chemtrails seem to be from non-commercial planes. Have you ever seen a chemtrail or like a what are the contrail is the
I
other name is
haven't
what it's saying that it's just moisture, a contrail. But do you ever see that around like airports? I mean, I guess it has to happen so high up though. Maybe I don't know.
The only
But you
time
don't
I
have-
really started looking for them was when you pointed, like when we were both looking for them in the car. But that
Yeah.
was recent.
But what's also weird is when you see them, they usually cross. There's like a couple and they cross. So they, it's like
Sure.
I don't know.
I read a lot of conspiracies, but for some reason, I also kind of think that the government isn't really coordinated enough or organized enough to really see something through all the way. It seems like a big giant
They're just like,
clusterfuck.
let's just go try this.
It's like our podcast.
Yeah, it is, right?
Like we have subjects and we talk a lot, especially when the cameras are off, and we have a lot interesting. Like we have interesting conversations, but put the cameras on, it's kind of different. It's
That's
kinda
weird,
jumbled.
and yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was talking to somebody. Was I talking to you about it? Yeah, I was talking to you about it. About why is it that all of a sudden there's a camera in front of you and you can't be yourself.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to like have a podcast of like me reading a cooking magazine like this.
No, right,
like how
but
I usually do.
just a normal, like a conversation like we normally have, like because we talk about this crap all the time.
You would have to do a lot of editing.
Oh, you just have it recording all the time, and then cut it.
Not all the
and
time,
like, and then you couldn't be live, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like live. If
And
it
you
wasn't
told me
live,
there's a
we
lot
could.
of subjects that are off limits
Like
for
what?
our separate podcast. You told me not to swear as much as I
No.
like to at home, because apparently I come home and I turn into a little sailor.
Do you?
Yeah, you know that.
Sometimes.
You know how I feel about f-bombs.
Sometimes, yeah. You gotta.
I like
if
all
you-
f-bombs.
Yeah, the more you use it, the less meaning it has too.
Oh, thank
So
you.
you gotta save those big F bombs
For what?
for when it's fucking time to use them.
Shut up.
Yeah, we quit giving the disclaimer at the beginning. I haven't done that one since we've started back up.
That's because I haven't been on that much. I was on a little bit.
Oh yeah, I've dropped a bomb probably every episode.
I'll blow you out of the water. I'll drop like.
Oh,
40
is that what
bombs.
yours? Well, yeah, because the name of your show is gonna be "Let's Talk Shit."
Newton was
Anyways.
staged. I've never heard of that ever, actually. I mean, if Newton probably, I would give the theory that maybe Newton just rediscovered something that was already discovered, kind of like the Fibonacci sequence. Like Fibonacci, what was his name? Leonardo Fibonacci. He just rediscovered it, like someone else had discovered it before him.
Newton was staged, like what? They used him as like a guy.
Oh, maybe it was Newtown. I can't really see that well.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
wall. It's a
Newtown.
little bit blurry.
I know. I tried to focus it. Yeah, where there's ants. The working ants, right?
Yeah. And we've been gathering gold for like centuries. Probably as long as like human like actual like culture has existed.
Do you
We've
think
probably been
that-
gathering gold.
Do you think that gold had something to do with the pyramids? They had a gold tip, I think, right? Like
Yeah,
the
they had
top-
it was white limestone with a gold, like a
Gold.
little gold center pyramid on top.
Do you think there was more than just that gold in the pyramids? And it was used for part of the conductivity of, the energy that they're putting out?
No.
And then that's why there's no gold in now, because that's why you always think, oh, there's gold in pyramids, because there probably was gold in pyramids and it got
No,
cleaned
you
up.
think there's golden pyramids because there's golden
'Cause of-
tombs.
Well, maybe because of
King
Indiana
Tutankhamun.
Jones.
Yeah, that's probably why
I don't
Indiana
know.
Jones. But Tutankhamun's tomb,
Right,
like, is
okay.
one of the few tombs that they actually exhumed that, like, was actually left alone and people didn't
Right.
raid.
But that's a common
And rob?
mistake that people make, that there's tombs in a pyramid. You know what I mean? Like there are
Well,
certain
they used to
pyramid
teach that in
shaped.
school. So maybe that's why it's a common mistake.
Yeah,
I mean, and there's an area where they call it the King's Chamber,
Yeah.
but doesn't necessarily mean that.
Oh, in a pyramid.
Yeah. In the Great
Not a
Pyramids,
tomb.
there's a King's Chamber.
I don't know. I
If there
believe.
was gold on the anthill, it matters how big the queen was.
What, gold on the anthill?
Would you leave it? Yeah.
Oh. Well, it depends on what kind of ants.
I'd be afraid of zombie ants. Or I'd be afraid that the ants would get me to work for them. Because they're kind of tricky and smart.
Yeah, like how they do with the aphids.
Hmm.
Have you working for them. Be like, man, let's just get this chick to go get our milk.
That is true. Maybe the ants. Maybe it's ants. Maybe ants are the most intelligent being on Earth, and they're tricking us to make these huge pyramids for them. There's like,
Like
a
huge
secret.
ant hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a huge ant hill.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy theory made by ants.
Yeah.
See, this
I
is why
don't
you don't
know.
like me on the podcast. I always want to
I wouldn't
throw around
say
crazy
that.
theories.
I would-
Ants made us do it. They exist in Middle Earth.
Yeah.
There's no iron core.
You never really did. You finish that whole theory? I don't think you did.
I'm just making it up. I just
I know.
started thinking about my
There
theory.
might
like
not be
last
an
week.
iron core, so they put out pyramids to create a magnetic field
Yeah, low level energy.
that does what?
It protects us from the sun's radiation. And right
Oh,
now
that's
they
what
they
they-
think
okay.
that our magnetic what'd you name it? What was I trying to name in the car?
The atmosphere?
Yeah, but the magnetic our magnetic force field. If I wanted to
Or
really
the magnetic
like
shield?
yeah, I wanted a more futuristic name for it. Like
What was it?
what was my name? I haven't thought of it yet. Magnetic sphere.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
We should call it sun shield.
The sun shield?
Yeah, that's what the aliens called it.
Okay.
Sun shield.
They're like, let's put these things down there, make the sun shield. She wants out. That's why she's standing.
Oh my God! You want me to
around.
let her out? No way! Don't worry. I
Okay.
got this. I got this.
It
I'm
was
letting her
that
out.
simple. Well, remember when she came in? What I told you? She's gonna come in. She's gonna run around. She's gonna stand by the door, and if you don't let her out, she's gonna bark. I totally said that.
Yeah, this is the list.
And
of
you
things-
open the door and
There's
she
certain
ran right
things
out.
that you do that do irritate me sometimes,
Yeah.
and you always make your point. You always have to see your point through, even if you're wrong. You have to see it right through.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Because I'm always right.
You're right about that tambourine.
So are you.
You just like to
There
argue
was a
with me.
tambourine though.
There was a tambourine in it, but that wasn't what I was talking about.
Well, it wasn't what I was hearing.
Well, nobody could hear the song over the sound of your voice.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're done.
That's it.
Yeah. You're done talking. You're giving me shit, and you're done talking. So, I guess next Sunday at 8:30 we'll be back, like working ants,
With Deke.
building pyramids.
Deke will be back. And I will probably be making dinner while you guys are doing the podcast. I might come in.
Oh yeah, you
Mhm.
think you might?
Mhm.
Ta-da. All right, later, everybody.
I'm so